Hey, what's up? I wanted to show you real quick what we're able to visualize and help you optimize using Funnelytics. So let's dive right in. In Funnelytics, we have our amazing canvas that allows you to map out strategies and align your team on. Now I can map out steps like these and make this something to talk about with the rest of my team, which is great. I also want to be able to align on results. That's where Funnelytics Performance comes in. Let's remove this idea and let's look at reality. As I add a new step, instead of looking at the mapping icons, I can look at Traffic Explorer. And with Traffic Explorer, I can look at all the pages, actions, and traffic sources that people engage with in order to get to the outcome that we want. How that's interesting is that, for example, say that I want to understand how our homepage is contributing to results. So let's pull up our homepage, pull in a quick screenshot so we know exactly what we're looking at. And let's just ask a simple question. Where did people come from? Well, I can drag backwards, click into my traffic sources, and now based on us pulling in all these UTM parameters for you, I can simply add AdWords as my traffic source here, along with any of these other traffic sources if I want. Let's focus on Google Ads. So right now, we can see that of all of our Google Ads traffic, which amounts up to 3,500 people in total, we see that 54% of that traffic, which is 1,901 people, ended up on the homepage. On the homepage in total, we've got 6,600 people. So there must be other sources contributing to the total number of people. So there's more people coming in from different sources, but let's focus on this first set. So now as they come into my homepage, where do they go? Well, first and foremost, they're probably going to log into our app because people love our free mapping tool. So let's move that up here. They're probably also going to want to take our survey, which is accessible straight from the homepage. And a lot of you probably want to know how much this is going to cost you. So we'll see the pricing page as the third page that people show interest in. All of this stuff I just showed you, being able to see where they came from and what pages they accessed, that is all part of what we call Performance Lite. Lite gives you access to all of the traffic sources and all of the pages that people engage with across your website or websites. If you have multiple domains, we even support cross-domain tracking. Now, here's why I love Plus. Let's take it a step further. On this page, we see that people actually fill out a form. With form submissions, we can do a whole bunch of cool stuff. So now let's map forwards from this page. Let's look at the actions that people took, and we're going to see that we track the form submission event on that page. So that tells me that of all the traffic that came from this page, 63% actually filled out the form. That's 1,419 people. Now, it doesn't stop there. I'm not just going to look at the people that filled out the form. I'm actually more interested in our marketing qualified leads. So these are all of our leads. That's awesome. Who actually fits the bill? So I just duplicated this and moved it up here. I want to look at two things. I want to look at all of my form submissions, but if I click into tracking, I can also look at a very specific type of form submission. This shows me what industry people filled out. Say that marketing services is my ideal customer profile. Let's click into this, make that our filter. And now this will represent people that filled out the form that then identified themselves as being in the marketing services industry. So if I refresh my numbers, now this is going to show me total form submissions. This is showing me specific form submissions that are specifically filled out by people in the marketing services industry. So now this is great to look at a funnel, but let's keep this simple. Of all of my Google Ads traffic, how many actually turn into a lead? Well, let's duplicate our source. And now let's connect these two back to the source. So you can see I dragged the line backwards from the goal that I'm interested in to whatever source I'm trying to understand the contribution of. And now I can refresh my numbers. Let's count to 1, 2, 3. And now we can see of the 3,500 people that came into our ecosystem, 14.7% converted into a lead. That's 517 people. 5.8% actually converted into a marketing qualified lead that fits the bill. That's amazing, right? It allows me to use whatever is coming into our ecosystem and use it as filters to then directly connect it to other assets. This line here is now dashed. It's not a straight line. That means just ignore all the steps in between. Tell me to what extent did this traffic source contribute to these outcomes. And it doesn't stop there. But let's look at video views. It's a great example. This event is tracking video views for us. And we do that through Google Tag Manager. So now let's see if we can figure out to what extent did video views contribute to the form submission? Again, I'm going to connect this action to this action, hit refresh. Let's count 1, 2, 3. And now I can see that of the 2,425 people that watched the video, 14.27%, that's 346 people, converted into a lead. 4.7%, that's 114 people, converted into a marketing qualified lead. So now I can decide whether my investment into the video production from our marketing team was worth it or not. Now, say that I actually want to figure out how far did they make it into that video. I can even click into tracking, figure out the video action that people took, see how many clicked on play, how many made it to 10%, 25%, how many watched it all the way to the end. Where the most people drop off? Do we need to change the narrative in this video to get more people excited? Now this is showing it for me for all videos, but I'm grabbing the title here so I can filter this out based on a specific video as well. This is just us uncovering the first steps into Funnelytics. We've built this for executives, managers, and specialists. So executives get straight answers to straight questions. Managers understand the performance. You can even do a comparison based on date, or even people. How does desktop traffic compare to mobile traffic, and is the behavior different or not? And the specialist can then dive in and understand why. That's why we want to build a platform that works at all the levels across the business. So at the end of the day, we can all speak the same language and all get aligned on the same narrative. If you don't want to do all the work, no worries. We've got you covered. We have these amazing templates pre-baked into our platform that are ready to use. So there's nothing getting in the way of you getting the insights that matter today.